Welcome back to
Australia
CharacterSelect.
forever.
What?
That's what you said at the end of the last episode for me. Are you crazy?
I mean, I don't know. Patriotism?
Well, I was about to say something else, but maybe not. We don't want to get banned.
So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana!
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. Hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So how'd it go? So as Mr. Wright suspects, the police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't see capital punishment. That's what I mean. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark as about this as they are. Miss Sky, We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Bloodstained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright.
Oh no, that means I'm more speaking today. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is...
I'm afraid you'll have to clarify.
It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police state department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time.
But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. And that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. Sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait?
Very well. Let us resume. The trial will resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand.
For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department.
Suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
You don't normally call the murderer to the stand. Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. So gormless. Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
Yes, sir, I'm a subject matter maker, sir. My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You gotta believe me, sir! Actually, we'd like to hear from you. So I'd like to call you part of the younger general. What you call part
I'm not clicking, he's just that insistent.
A person whose actions I can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me, sir.
Officer Meekins.
Yes, sir.
Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order.
Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I'm part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir.
You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Whoosh. Crime report, sir!
Well, it's none of my normal duty. I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I split this man on the security screen and rushed into the room. was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, and then I did it. That's not what he told us.
Yeah.
After I passed out, until another officer smacked me awake. Also not what he told us.
Indeed.
So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do unto you. That's what the Meekin's family motto, sir.
It's a horrible thing to do. It's a horrible motto.
Then you fainted, and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me outside the set. It's very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
What I need here is more info to work with. Which means pressing time. Also, I love the fact that the picture in his ID is also him doing the salute. I never noticed that on the DS. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not?
Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Really?
Yikes. Now there's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which means many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed.
I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transfer process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. Oh, no.
Get ready for that undulating nightmare.
I see. Sounds very, important mission. But the award ceremony is that there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room.
Tell us, what did you see when you got there? In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct?
Precisely, sir. I've run right here around my neck.
So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right?
There it is. I found it. This one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. 4989596. That's my number, sir.
I see. Huh? The number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. Please explain, witness.
It's no real mystery, sir. First time I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And second time when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during that second time when... Yes, sir. That's when I spotted the man on the security screen.
Alright, so we're just missing one number there. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you?
It was a knife, sir. A knife! Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened there? Well, he was charging me in... well, with me charging in on him, he looked to... Fuck.
You looked as surprised as I was.
Well, with me charging him on like that, he looked as surprised as I was.
There you go. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. Yeah.
That's why I married it, sir. Swung my eyes like an octopus, struggling to date him. That's how I got this gash on my arm. On my hand.
Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be...
When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar.
What exactly do you mean when you say you did it?
I know I don't look that type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir.
Okay.
And then let him guard down just for an instant, so I snatched the knife from him.
You took his knife?
I spun around and performed a disarming move. I made sure to close my eyes like a man.
I see. He must have been desperate.
The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in the sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in the face.
Damn. About what time did you regain consciousness?
No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious.
Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. Oh, so he did wake up.
Too.
He did wake up the same day. Okay.
Woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, that's nice you recovered it, that is. When I came around, I made sure to finish my mission, sir.
Your mission?
Yes, sir. Good badger, sir. I attended the entrance before things got out of hand.
Well, we can all rest easy now.
I believe we have I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened.
Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point.
Yes. But we've got to that, sir. Take a look at this. It was sent by Jar, sir. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir.
The chief delivered it?
Well, is that a videotape?
Remember when things were on videotapes?
Yes. Yes, that's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. Stage footage from the security camera in the evidence room.
What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told that it had been mistakenly erased.
That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at.
Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever.
Well then, let's have a look. Show us that's the judgment. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using the word murderer, sir. It just scares me.
A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into?
I can't wait to see DS, but... It's gonna be behind the bloody... Those eyes did it. So the glove fell out.
The stalking horse. And of course, we don't get to see the cool moment.
That's not very good evidence. And he didn't walk out the way he came. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us?
What the hell was that wiggling piece of plywood?
Sir, that's the pride and joy of the criminal affairs department, sir.
I fucking love it.
It's a blue badger, sir.
Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly?
Yes, well, anyway. This tape seems to prove the witness did encounter someone in the evidence, and some sort of activity did take place.
Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins?
Yes, sir. As you wish, sir.
All right. So let's have his testimony about what happened.
His face can't be clearly seen in the video. But there's no question that the other person is Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What's this about fingerprint?
Each detective has been given a locker, equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim of the crime scene would have been Detective
Would
Goodman.
have to have been.
Yeah. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face.
Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people having seen or not seen. Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it. Ooh. Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or...
Meekins! Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify.
Yes, sir.
You claimed the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them?
No, sir. I must have tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir.
I wonder what kind of methods he's tried.
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir, and this too.
How do you know that information?
I heard rumors, sir, from people who know, sir.
People in the know?
Who works in the department cafeteria, sir, keeping informed. They also listen by romantic couples, sir.
For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source.
The victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. Let's see.
However, the most important detail is not shown in this video: the man's face.
Sir, if I may say something, sir, please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I do not understand why the main face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. It was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify to... my unsettled state...
Take a breath.
My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir. Yeah. Yes, you have a point. Footage doesn't lie.
That is... unless the defense can find a problem with it. Well, other than the obvious, is there a problem with this? The problem is, every time you want to check it, you have to watch it.
Yeah.
I think you had a point earlier. Wait until it swings back.
The glove isn't there. The stuffed thing in the locker where we found the other handprint.
And there it goes.
No, that's not what I meant.
What about it?
That's not what I meant.
Oh, what did you mean then?
Play it again.
Every time.
Stop it. So when he leaves...
Well, wait, there's something obviously wrong with the
There's something
footage.
stuffed into that locker right there. And it's not now.
Well, look more clearly at the above the lockers. Off, already on?
Yeah, that too.
Oh, you mean the thing that was stuffed in the locker? Oh, you're right, it's not there. But it was there when we were in the evidence room.
And it's in there when when the camera pans back out.
Let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, you're right. There it is. So wait, see how all of the lights here are off?
Yeah, I see that now.
And then that light is on. That means it's already open.
So there's 3 things. There's a problem.
There's a whole lot of problems. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Strange?
This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? This video contains such a contradiction?
Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Yes, Mr. Edward.
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in this video. He would want me to point it out.
Very well. Proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the screen tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the conclusion.
I have to point out a problem in the video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, thank God, rewind, and pause the video. Let's take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing.
Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video.
How did this guy ever become a police officer?
So, we'll just go with the light then. Now then, Mr. Wright, please entertain us and enlighten us.
That went ahead on its own. Pause. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins.
Said he means me.
As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. Sorry, I thought we got it wrong. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads a fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released.
According to my very limited experience, that is the way it says, sir.
If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture.
I think their entire budget was spent on this video. See, it's so...
This is the thing that I hate the most. We're going to be watching this video so many times. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker... Let's rewind to a little earlier. I think it actually runs a little faster on the DS too, because this is not a 1-to-1 second ratio. Here, notice the light?
What's this? It's already lit.
Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle.
Order. What's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When the door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know. It must have been broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Oh, well, it just goes to show an officer should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
Yes, why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jam the system sensor? Something jam the sensor? Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage.
We have to watch the video again. Very well, let's inspect the video for the 5th time. The locker wasn't locked, Mr. Wright, please.
Dun 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 Dun, dun,
Times
dun,
8.
dun, dun.
Times 32.
Right there.
Yeah, nice. But that background noise keeps me up at night when I'm trying to get to sleep. It's fucking insane.
Please, we'll be fine. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part that I showed you earlier. Oh, damn it!
We have to rewatch it.
Every fucking time.
Oh god. Okay, I like investigations. That's not true. I hate investigation. I really love the trial.
Yeah,
this sucks.
This is annoying.
What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. It's been my experience that things fall out. Doors are open. I've been falling out real great distances when I open my card.
We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Insert. Oh my god.
Yeah, it keeps fucking coming. I swear to God. Day 2 is the worst part of this trial. Because we have to keep watching this fucking video.
And that's coming.
This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand that, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit the door.
Not only that, but it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator.
Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene.
There just might have been something that fits the description.
But sir, by insulator, you don't mean...
I think I finally got this figured out.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door?
And we'll find out, or point out the obvious, next time on CharacterSelect. We're trying to cut these down so that they're a more reasonable length.
Yeah, just skip the video part, replay parts.
There's no freaking good points where you can cut these episodes. So, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it, and space.
So we're doing a cliffhanger, because we're that kind of channel.
Yeah, but it's an obvious cliffhanger, so for fuck's sake, everybody knows what the next thing is.